Hi, in this video we're going to look at the green tag grading syllabus and the upper body techniques required for this grading. We have 4 techniques to go through. First one is going to be in walking stance, and it's a high outer forearm side block. So this is an Napunde back at Pound Maki. We've already looked at it being delivered in our middle section here, but now we just need to look at the specifics to actually get it to the high section. When we're delivering it, as we do with the middle section, we need to make sure that the hands on the inside, it is above my shoulder, the rear position, on my rear chest line. As it comes through, it doesn't come down quite as fast, so it comes across more of a parallel movement. My forefist is at my eye height, because this is to defend against an attack to my head area. My palm here is going to be in the centre of my shoulder. So let's look at this going forwards and backwards in normal motion. Side view. Notice when I'm delivering it, there's a slight movement of the body to allow my hips and my shoulder to actually move in front of the arm movement, so we create more power. Also, I'm ending up half facing, as I do with the majority of blocks. Moving on to the second technique, we're looking at walking stance and a straight fingertip thrust, Sun Songkat Tolgi. With this, we have both hands moving. One hand is coming down to as a blocking movement, we are blocking a strike coming onto my solar plexus area. The other hand is coming through and thrusting to the solar plexus area of my opponent. So with it, we need to look at how do we create that simultaneously, because both hands need to be moving at the same time. What we're looking at is starting off in a position where my palms are facing towards me, around about chest height. As I move forward, they circle down, round, and then they come through with the blocking action coming down and the strike coming forwards, or the thrust coming forwards. We need to make sure that the fingers are pulled down, the thumb is to the side. There's a rotation on the fingers as it comes through as well. So one more time, let's look at it on a sideways position in slow motion. So from here, chest height, rotate round, then down, and then the hand coming down to block, the hand coming through to strike. We need to make sure that the fingers do not pass the elbow joint, and we are not resting the hand on top of the fingers either, so it is slightly above it. Let's look at it in normal motion. Sideways view. Our third technique is going to be a back fist strike, a Yop Dung Jamuk, so side back fist strike. We're going to use the back of the fist here, so we have Ap Jamuk and then we have Dung Jamuk right on the back end there. The technique is delivered very similar to An Pound Maki, just means that we do not rotate the hand quite as much to the blocking position. The delivery of it is exceptionally similar to An Pound Maki as well, which we've been through in previous videos. So as we start in our neutral position and we start to move and we start to take it to its chambered position, the striking hand goes to the outside. Both palms are facing away as they are in An Pound Maki. Slightly relaxed with the hands. It is on my rear chest line above my shoulder. As I start to deliver now, I use my elbow to come through to create the movement, and then there is the rotation of the forearm and the rotation of the wrist. What we're looking to do here in regards to the rotation is make sure we don't over-rotate too far. What we're looking to do is take it so that both of the knuckles, they're in line with each other. If I rotate too far, what happens is I just get my first knuckle striking, which then makes it weaker and also more inclined to damage yourself. So we need to make sure that both of those are straight in this position. we are half facing with it. And again, I must reiterate, we need to come down on the target. One of the mistakes people make is to chamber down here low and start to bring it up. This is a very weak movement, it is ineffective, and we should not be doing this. It should be coming down onto the target. And again, the rotation happens at the very last second from here, then the rotation occurs from there, rather than too early, which again is going to create challenges within the shoulder joint. So let's start doing it in normal motion. Sideways view. Okay, let's go on to our last technique now, which is going to be a wedging block, hechimaki, so palmok hechimaki, and this is going to be doing in walking stance. This is to defend against somebody coming in to grasp us. So what we're looking to do is to get our hands inside of their hands and to force the hands outwards. We're going to use palmok, so we can use our forearms and we're going to use a normal blocking position here, which is 2 inches down below the wrist joint. As we're delivering this, we need to make sure we're delivering it correctly again, because again, people can make mistakes on this. So let's look at that. So from our walking stance, what we're looking to do, as we come to the midpoint, we are neutral chambering as normal. What happens is we move forwards, the arms cross. They come from solar plexus height. As we move forward, they lift, and then they push outwards and downwards slightly. Our fists should be at my cheekbone height. My elbows should be out, and my palmoks here should be in line with the outside of my shoulder here. Okay? So not on shoulder line, but in line with the outside of my shoulder. The challenge here is we need to come downwards and outwards. We need to come to meet the technique. So let's do it in a more slow motion, looking on a sideways view. So from our middle position, we come to neutral position. We cross the hands. We lift, push, out and downwards. So again, someone coming to grasp us, we are coming out to meet their technique, coming towards us, and we're pushing outwards. Let's look at it in a normal motion. Sideways view. With this, it doesn't matter which one goes inside the other one at all, because they're both going to end up parallel to each other. So it's not as if when we have, say, a chukiyamaki, where we have a walking stance and we have a predominant hand underneath here with the leg that is forwards. This is not the case. It doesn't matter which one goes which way to deliver this technique. Okay? Hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much.